So, my husband let me do something with our horse, and honestly, I'm still in shock. You guys know how it is. I get these wild ideas, especially when it involves my favorite four-legged friend, and usually, my husband is the voice of reason. He's the one who says, "Honey, are you sure that's safe? Or have you really thought this through?" And 9 times out of 10, he's right. But this time was different. For weeks, I've been obsessed with this idea. I saw it online. Someone had done a full-on photo shoot with their horse, not just the usual standing in a field pictures, but something way more creative and, let's be honest, a little bit extra. I'm talking about a full fantasy-themed setup. Think flowing dresses, intricate flower arrangements, and just pure magic. My horse Apollo is so majestic, I just knew he would look incredible. So, I started dropping hints. At dinner, I'd say, "You know, Apollo has the soul of a mythical creature." While watching a movie, I'd sigh and say, "If only we could capture that kind of epic beauty in a photo." My husband, bless his heart, just nodded along, probably thinking it was just another one of my fleeting obsessions. Little did he know, I was already planning. I was sketching out ideas, looking at costumes online, and even researching non-toxic, horse-safe body paint. The other night, I finally decided to pitch the full idea. I sat him down, presented my meticulously crafted digital mood board, and held my breath. I had everything planned out. The location in the woods behind our house, the time of day for that perfect golden hour light, and even a playlist to get us in the mood. I explained how I'd found a photographer who specializes in equine photography and was totally on board with my vision. I was expecting a flat-out no. I was bracing for the lecture on logistics, the cost, the potential for Apollo to get spooked. I had my counterarguments ready. I was prepared for a full-scale negotiation. But instead, he just looked at my presentation, looked at me, and said, "Okay, let's do it." I was speechless. I just stared at him. "Wait, what? Just like that? You're not going to list all the reasons this is a crazy idea?" He just smiled and said, "You've clearly put a lot of thought into this, you're passionate about it, and you've done your research to make sure it's safe for Apollo. How could I say no to that?" I almost cried, you guys. It was the sweetest, most supportive thing. He didn't just see a crazy idea, he saw my passion. So, it's happening. The photo shoot is scheduled for next month, and I am over the moon. The prep has officially begun, and it's a whole adventure in itself. First things first, we had to get Apollo ready for his big modeling debut. This wasn't just a quick groom, this was a full-on spa day. I spent an entire Saturday bathing him, using this amazing conditioning shampoo that makes his coat shine like you wouldn't believe. Then came the detangling of his mane and tail, which is a workout, let me tell you. I braided them loosely to keep them clean and tangle-free until the big day. My husband even got involved, which was the best part. He helped me practice getting Apollo comfortable with some of the props. One of the main things I want to use is a beautiful floral wreath to go around his neck. So, we started small. My husband would hold a single flower for Apollo to sniff, and we'd reward him with his favorite carrot treats. We slowly introduced the whole wreath, letting him see it and touch it, making it a positive experience. He was a total champ about it. He was more interested in trying to nibble the flowers than being scared of them. Now, let's talk about my costume. I went back and forth on this for ages. I wanted something that was ethereal but also practical enough to move around a giant horse in. I finally found the perfect dress online. It's this long, flowy, off-white gown that makes me feel like I've stepped out of a storybook. When it arrived, I immediately tried it on and went out to the pasture. Apollo just looked at me, probably wondering why I was wearing a giant curtain, but he didn't seem to mind. The photographer I hired is absolutely incredible. We had a long call to go over all the details. She gave me some amazing tips, like bringing a mirror to the shoot to catch the light in cool ways and having a designated horse wrangler, a role my husband has enthusiastically accepted. His job will be to keep Apollo happy and looking in the right direction, mostly by waving a bucket of treats just out of frame. He's been practicing his "over here boy" calls. It's hilarious. The planning process has been almost as fun as I imagine the actual shoot will be. Every little step, from choosing the right flowers to practicing poses with a very patient horse, has been filled with so much joy. And seeing my husband get so into it has just made it all the more special. He's been my rock, my prop assistant, and my biggest cheerleader. I've been documenting a lot of the behind-the-scenes prep, and I can't wait to share it all with you. We're going to film the entire day of the shoot, from the early morning grooming to the final shot at sunset. I want to take you guys along for the whole magical ride. It's proof that sometimes the craziest ideas are the ones most worth pursuing, especially when you have someone by your side who believes in them and in you. So stay tuned for the big reveal. I promise you, it's going to be epic. I can't wait to see the final photos and share them with this amazing community. Who knows, maybe we'll inspire some of you to do your own dream photo shoot with your beloved pets. It's been such a bonding experience for all of us, me, my husband, and of course, the star of the show, Apollo. Thanks for listening to my excited rambling. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the photo shoot video. See you soon.